In this video, we are going to discuss if we are going to see a Bitcoin recovery for the month of October. And at the same time, we are also going to dive in with the Bitcoin price action for the short term. Well, stay tuned to know more. So, hi guys, and welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out videos like this. Do you want to learn the strategy that I use for my day-to-day trading? Then make sure to check out our Gaps Crypto 101 playlist. You can start learning how to trade in the cryptocurrency market all for free, and the link is available in the description down below. And if you want to start opening an account with any crypto trading platform, make sure to trade this guys with PHEMEX and BYBIT, as they have one of the lowest fees possible in the cryptocurrency market. And if you use our affiliate links, you can get up to 20,000 US dollars of bonuses when you are going to deposit with those trading platforms, and the links are available in the description down below. So now let's dive into this video. So just like what I said in my new intro video, we have a new partnership with one of the biggest exchanges in the world, which is PHEMEX. And right now we have an exclusive discount as well as bonuses for you guys. And I hope you can take a few minutes of your time to check out this part of the video, because as you can see, we have up to 40,000 US dollar, up to 4,800 US dollars of bonus with PHEMEX. And take a look at this. This is just exclusive for my affiliate link. So if you want to take advantage of this, make sure to check out my affiliate link in the description down below. And if you can see, if you're going to deposit a $100 bonus, you are going to get at least $20 of trading bonus. Then if you deposit 500, you would get $100. And if you deposit $1,000, you will get 250 US dollars of bonus, which is actually pretty big. That's actually around 25% of what you've deposited. So by depositing, you have already gained a bonus already if you're going to sign up with my sign up link with PHEMEX. And on top of that, even if you just sign up and do a simple KYC, you will immediately get $10 bonus. But take note, this is just for the first 100 sign up. So make sure to sign up now with PHEMEX, because we have a lot of upcoming bonuses with PHEMEX, and this is going to be a big partnership with PHEMEX. So yeah, check out my link in the description down below. And let's now dive in with the Bitcoin price action, because we are going to talk about two things. Number one, the month of October, is the month of October going to be bullish or bearish? And at the same time, we are also going to discuss regarding the shorter time frame on what we are going to expect within the next few days. So let's talk about first for the month of October. And usually when we talk about monthly returns with Bitcoin, we usually check certain charts such as the average returns chart or the average profit and loss chart. And in fact, I posted this roughly 3 years ago. You would find that I have already created a data and chart for this, wherein it would show the average profit and loss chart for the 2012 to 2021 chart. And of course, I won't be I'm updating this for now, because we have already created this chart and we have added in the data for the past few years already. So we can use this as a reference now, and you would find that during the month of September, just like what I've always been saying, you would always get the lowest ROI possible during the month of September. But that is not always the case. In fact, if you're going to look further and just check out each of every returns from 2012 until 2021, you would find that in September there will be times wherein we would get green months, and it's somewhat similar to what we have seen now, which is, I think right now we are seeing around plus 2% of profit for the month of September. But you would find that if you're going to compare with the other months, September usually have the most number of red months within a market cycle. And of course, during a bull market year, you would find that in a bull market year, you would find that it would at least get one red month and one red month. And you would find that in a bull market year on 2012 to 2013, we saw a one red month. For the 2016 to 2017, we saw one red month. For the next bull market, we saw two red months. And then right now, it's It's more likely going to say that we will be seeing a potential green month by the end of this month. But rather, other than that, last year we already have seen a red month for the month of September. So that has already satisfied this chart already. Yeah, let's now talk about for the month of October and how it's going to pan out for the month of October. So for the month of October, if you're going to open the charts, you would find that the month of October is more likely going to be one of the highest times that we are going to see a much bigger profit than other months of the year, except for November, of course. And does this mean we are going to see Bitcoin pump massively for the month of October? Well, the truth is it's not about Bitcoin creating new all-time highs. It's about creating the most possible returns for the month of October. So what do I mean by that? So let's say we have seen Bitcoin rise up from January up until the month of August. Then we saw a massive crash in September, or let's say a massive downgrade for September. What does this mean for the month of October? So in the month of October, what would usually mean is we are going to see somewhat of an increased price action as compared to the month of September. So as you can see, if you bought Bitcoin during the month of September, or if you bought Bitcoin in the month of August, you would see you would lose money as you entered the month of September. But if let's say you bought in the month of September, then you would see that you would have actually gained some small profits around the month of October. And that is what we meant by our chart. This chart that we are showing, it's it's actually indicating that if we see a rebound with Bitcoin, this small rebound is going to indicate that we are going to see a potential profit once we see that rebound from the month of September. So that is what we mean by checking the average when profit and loss chart, and that is what we mean by returns that we're going to get on this possible month. So as you can see, this small movement that we are going to see, even if it does not create a new all-time high, you can find that you would have already been in profits if you are going to enter before the month of October. So that would more likely mean by maybe around the end of September. If you entered some money around the end of September, you are more likely going to get some profits for the month of October. But at the same time, I believe most of you have seen my video, and I have said countless of times that it's not the best time to invest in Bitcoin. So in that case, how are we going to complement my analysis from the data that we have as well? So if you're going to look at the weekly time frame for the Bitcoin price action in a much bigger chart, you would find that right now we are still inside of this falling RSI. So in declining RSI while increasing Bitcoin price, those are traditional signs of a bearish divergence. So in this case, how will this complement with what we have been saying for the past few weeks? So in this case, if we are going to see a bullish month for Bitcoin, it's more likely going to pan out something like it would see a rebound, then just more likely play around this area. And this small area is actually quite a significant amount already, because if you're going to zoom in and check out the amount of percentage that you would see, this is already at least 5.2% of increase. Even if we see a small movement here, as long as it is green, it is already in profits. Because either way, if let's say you use leverage, let's say you will use 50x leverage, and then you would gain around 5% of move. So 5.2 times 50x leverage, you would have already gained 260% already in profits. So in this case, if you're going to check out the month of October, as history suggests, we are more likely going to see a potential rebound for the month of October. However, for the long term, that's not the case, because while we can argue that we can see a potential return for the month of October and maybe even November, looking at the bigger chart, looking at the bigger time frame, you would find that we are still inside of a massive bearish signal. So in this case, while we can take advantage the month of October's and a month of November, I don't think that's going to be the best time to invest, but it's still a good time to invest. It's just not the best. When I say the best time should always be whenever that the Bitcoin price is at its lowest point, which is usually below the 50-week moving average. And you would find that whenever that we are below the 50-week moving average, we are in a bear market. So the best time to invest is going to be in a bear market, but still you can still invest for the month of October. You can take advantage for the month. You can take advantage of the month of October, but I don't think that's the best time to invest. So with that being said, how are we going to play or take advantage and trade this month of October? So while we are seeing a potential return for the month of October, we are not going to put very big money for the month of October. Rather, we are just going to trade. We're just going to do small trades along the way. And if there are big tradable opportunities, then we are going to take advantage of that. Yeah, if you're going to look at this bigger time frame chart, we are still in a massive bearish signal. So in this case, let's now dive into the short term. So we want to take advantage the short term movements within the next few days. So first things first, what I would want to show you guys is the stochastic RSI, because recently the reason why we have seen a Bitcoin decline and this downtrend of Bitcoin is because of this bearish crosses in the stochastic RSI. Now, right now, we are now seeing the opposite playing out, which is a bullish cross in the stochastic RSI. So, we should expect that we are going to see somewhat of a Bitcoin bullish movement, but I don't think it's going to break new all-time highs for the time being. In this chart, the highest possible point that we can see is around the 117,000, but I don't want to get our hopes up already, indicating that we are going to see a 117,000. Rather, what I would want to see first is for Bitcoin to hold around the 114,000 US dollars, because right now 114,000 is a resistance area here in the Bitcoin price action. Let's try to zoom in. And to be exact, it's 113,700 US dollars. That is the certain resistance that we are going to watch out. And let's try to look at more charts. And if you have been following my Instagram, and if you are also part of our group chat in Facebook, you would have seen that I have signaled a bullish divergence as well in the hourly time frame. So that's why we have opened a trade for Bitcoin, and we have seen that move playing out here. And right now, if you are going to look at the hourly time frame, you would find that we are already in the overbought territory. So that's indicating that it's not a good time to follow or do a new long position in here, because it's already overbought in the hourly time frame. So in this case, what are we going to expect within the next few hours and next few days? So looking at this RSI, you would find that we are in the overbought territory, right? What I would expect is for Bitcoin to increase further within the next few days. At the same time, if the RSI has started declining, then those signs are a traditional signs of a bearish divergence. So right now, I'm not going to open a long position anymore further, because we have already taken advantage of this. But what I am now going to wait out for is if it forms a new bearish divergence in the hourly time frame. So in this case, you would find that following the daily time frame stochastic RSI bullish cross, if you're going to see this bullish cross play out, it would actually play out this increasing movement, wherein it's going to follow the stochastic RSI bullish cross. But at the same time, if the RSI is declining, then we have to be prepared for a potential downtrend here with the Bitcoin price action. So that is what I am going to monitor within the next few days. I'm expecting somewhat of a little by little bullish consolidation move to around 113,000, but I don't expect this to go and break new all-time highs. I think this is just for us to create a new indicator, and we are going to wait if it will form a new bearish divergence. And in that case, if it forms a bearish divergence, then we are going to take advantage of that next Bitcoin move. And take note, guys, if you want to learn the analysis that I am currently using here on my YouTube channel, make sure to check out our Gabs Crypto 101 playlist. You will find this, guys, in the description down below. And anyway, I think that's all the update that we can provide for now. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.